Super proud of this team. We've worked hard all year. This was definitely a goal of, I know, all of the returning seniors to get past the second round, and so just really proud of what we've accomplished so far, and looking forward to continuing playing in December.
Coach, first off, happy birthday.
Thank you. It's a good birthday present.
I was going to say, probably can't ask for one better than that, huh?
Yeah, they all chipped in and got me the gift.
Just kind of, what goes through your head in that moment as you see, the final point? You realize, it's a win, it's a Sweet 16. What kind of runs through your head?
Just thrilling, excitement. Just really proud of what we've accomplished. It was a little up and down at times this year, but the way we've responded, I think, is really special. And so, just looking forward to a trip to Pittsburgh in December.
For all you guys, they take the third set, kind of put a little bit of pressure on you. What was kind of the message to not flinch and be able to kind of quickly bounce back and take that fourth set and not allow it to spiral any further and get into a fifth? For sure. I mean, Dayton is a fantastic team, and we knew, we talked about it in game break that, they would respond, and they certainly did. I think they really put pressure on us from the service line. So just kind of adjusting to that. And, in the fourth set, I think our passers did a better job of relaxing and passing just a little bit better, and that's what we talked about. We don't need to be a lot better, just a little bit better in those moments. And we came out in the fourth and did that.
Magda, you had a near perfect game. You had 15 kills without an error, and you had a career best for the tournament, 10 blocks. What was your mindset going into this game, and what made you so successful against Dayton?
Mm-hmm. Well, before the game, I just knew it's going to be incredibly tough to get into Sweet 16 because they're such a good team. They were on a 20, I don't know how many games, the winning streak, so we knew that they're used to winning. But honestly, I just kept looking at the wall right behind us, and I just saw the second round. And I was like, there's not going to be another banner that's a second round, So there was like, I just really wanted to get further than we did in the past years. And I'm just incredibly proud of our team, how we played today, how we showed up. And I'm so happy that we made it through.
And Arhe, you were able to contribute at all levels. How sweet is it to get to the Sweet 16 and really have this last round with your seniors?
I mean, of course, we've been wanting this since forever. Like, I think this is we haven't been in the Sweet 16 in 7 years? So I'm so thankful for my teammates. They helped me a lot. The passers, the blockers, my middles, my outsides, the right side, they just all did an amazing job, and they just keep communicating with me, and I'm just very happy that we got the job.
Yes. One thing that stood out to me, if anyone could answer this, I suppose, was those sort of feints, the feint plays where you'd have someone, you started the match out with one of those, the very first point where it looked like someone was going to take it and someone else instead, spiked the kill. And you seemed to really excel at that. I thought that was something you did better than the other team. Is that something you guys work on, or do you want to talk about, is it a favorite of your team, or?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think with that just comes, good passing, and then Argentina can kind of see what her block is doing, and our hitters, run those routes. And, so credit, I think, goes to the passers, first of all, and then to Argentina. And, all of our hitters were ready to go, firing on all cylinders.
Right. Speaking of Argentina, so, Magda and Pia Timmer, they really, brought the power. And I noticed, you're very tricky with those redirects and what have you. Sometimes you'll go behind yourself. Sometimes you'll think you're going to go, but then instead you tip it in and you hit the winning shot. Do you think about keeping the other team on their toes, being unpredictable? Like, I haven't done this in a while, I'm going to go to this move now? Or how do you kind of structure your...
I mean, it's one of the things that I've been working on, being more offensive. So, me being aggressive when I'm in the front row so I can open up more spots for my hitters, yeah.
Starting first with you, Coach, I'm sure your bench has better numbers than I do. I tallied 7 times that their leading server was one and done at the line. What did you think just about your guys' serve receive, and Dayton obviously being a best serving team by service aces per set in the country?
Yeah, I think that was actually really huge. We've been working on that. Well, I guess it's only for a day. This morning we worked on that. But just, she's a great server, and that is a tough ball. to pass. And, we talked to our passers just, getting there early, reading it as early as they possibly can. And then the hitters being able to put the ball away, I think, was really important in those rotations because, most of the season she has gone on some pretty incredible service runs. So I think that was big, and credit to our passers.
For you as well, there was an interesting kind of dichotomy down the stretch because the points started getting closer and closer to moving on, and I think there's probably a fraction of Cougar fans that started to feel like, oh no, the points are getting closer and closer to this team not being at home again. What can you say about the connection these fans have had with the program, with the players who've been here for so long, and just kind of how that plays out for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the fans have been absolutely incredible this entire year. I think like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, when no students were even here, and we looked around and we're like, oh my gosh, it's packed. Something like that just says a lot about this team. People lining up hours ahead of when the doors open. Just really special. But a ticket to Pittsburgh, it's just a small cost, for those that want to keep watching.
Magda, for you, saw the tears at the end, obviously going through the high five line there. Can you talk about going back to last year when those of you seniors that were here decided to take another year? I imagine this is what you guys envisioned doing, taking that year.
Yeah, like you said, the main reason why I wanted to come back was that I just believed in this group. I knew we have amazing players, amazing people on the team. And yeah, like you said, in the end, I just got really emotional because I was just so proud of everyone on the team, and I was just beyond happy that we made it through to the Sweet 16, and also I realized it's my last home game. So that was kind of like a mix of all the emotions, but yeah, it was mostly happy tears for sure.
For both of the players, it looked like both teams were really playing relentless defense in that match. For you guys as players, how is it to go against a defense that will not quit like that?
Go ahead.
I mean, of course, we know a scrappy team is always frustrating, but all credit to our hitters that they were just putting the ball away as fast as they could.
Yeah, I would say we just knew that we have to go into the game with a defensive mentality because, I mean, their hitters are phenomenal, and we just knew it's not going to be easy, But I think from our block to our back row defense was it was insane. Some of the digs, I don't think we would have dug in any other game throughout the entire year. Our had some amazing head down digs. I was just so impressed. It was really fun to watch, and it made it really frustrating for their hitters too.
Let's see. So Arhe, of course, this is your second year as the starting setter, and now you're one of the last 16 setters standing. What has really helped you develop those skills, and who has really helped you in this process?
So I would say all credit to my coaches, all credit to my teammates. They just being behind my back this past 2 years. I know they trust me. I trust them. And just thankful that they just are there for me.
And Magda, you've kind of spoken to it a lot, but what will you miss most about Bowler?
Well, just the atmosphere for sure. I just love how loud it gets. From the very point, from the warm-ups, they were literally, our fans were booing them from starting in the warm-ups, which was awesome, I think. And it really helps to put pressure on the other team. And just I don't know, I love when we run into Bowler and everyone just starts cheering. Man, I'm gonna be really sad that I'll never get to play here again.
Time for a few more.
Magda, probably lost in the victories. You became the Pac-12's all-time leader in blocks, another pretty incredible accomplishment. In a situation like this where obviously the focus is going to the Sweet 16, do you even process that until later? I mean, what's kind of just your comments, your thoughts on achieving that after becoming the NCAA leader in blocks a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad it's a huge success for the program mostly. It's just putting WSU in a record books. I don't really care that much about my name. But yeah, like you said, I mean, I wouldn't really care if I became the Pac-12 leader in blocks or not, as long as we got to Sweet 16. So that was the main goal.
And Coach, this is the first time this unit is going to the Sweet 16. What is the preparation like for Pittsburgh itself, and what are you going to tell your players about what it's like to have to go on the road again now?
Man, you're not even going to let me enjoy this. You're already on to next week. Yeah, I mean, it's it's no real different than, travel. It's across the country. We did that early in the year. Hopefully we'll get some, good weather and easy travel, things like that. But I think we played pretty well on the road this year, especially in tough environments. And so, this is definitely a goal to get there. But, our goal is beyond, next Thursday as well. So, we'll prepare just like we have done for every team. And we'll get on the road and travel and take our schoolwork with us and see what we can do.
I think we have time for one final question.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Emmy. Thank you.